I just got back from an incredible 10-day Euro trip that took me through 4 of the most beautiful and diverse countries in Europe: France, Hungary, Austria, and the Czech Republic. Each destination had something unique to offer, and I'm excited to share my journey with you. Whether you're planning a similar trip or just love travel, this video will give you a detailed look at what to expect. So why did I choose these 4 countries? Well, Europe is filled with endless travel possibilities, but I wanted a mix of different experiences. Paris offered romance, history, and iconic landmarks. Budapest was affordable yet stunning, with rich culture and thermal baths. Austria combined nature, music, and art. And Prague was like stepping into a fairy tale with its medieval architecture and old-world charm. This variety made the trip unforgettable. Day 1 in Paris. I landed here in the morning and checked into an Airbnb just a 10-minute walk from the Eiffel Tower. It cost me 110 euros for the night, not bad for a location so close to one of the world's most iconic landmarks. After settling in, I spent the evening wandering through Parisian streets and stopping at some local cafes. There's something magical about just sitting outside, sipping a coffee, and watching the city come to life. Day 2. Exploring Paris landmarks. I kicked off my second day by visiting some of Paris's most famous landmarks. I started early at the Louvre Museum, which is home to some of the world's most famous artworks, including the Mona Lisa. After that, I headed over to Notre Dame Cathedral, an architectural masterpiece, and then to the Arc de Triomphe for a quick history lesson. For lunch, we stopped at a local bistro, and let me tell you, the food in Paris is just as amazing as people say. After lunch, it was time for the highlight of the day, the Eiffel Tower. I made sure to take photos from all angles, and trust me, every side of the tower offers a different perspective. In the evening, we went up the Eiffel Tower for a tour. Here's a tip: book your tickets in advance to avoid long queues. We used Get Your Guide, which worked perfectly. I've added the link in the description below. We finished the night with a Seine river cruise. Paris looks even more beautiful at night when everything is lit up. I highly recommend doing the river cruise at night for the best experience. Day 3. Paris to Budapest, Hungary. We took a budget flight from Paris to Budapest for just 60 euros with Ryanair, and after a smooth 3-hour journey, we arrived in Budapest in the afternoon. I got an incredible deal, 40 euros for the night, and the hotel was super cozy. After settling in, we spent the evening exploring Budapest streets and local markets. Budapest has this great balance between historical architecture and a lively modern atmosphere. Day 4. Exploring Budapest. Day 4 was all about sightseeing in Budapest. We started with Buda Castle and Fisherman's Bastion, both offering incredible views over the city and the Danube River. We also visited the Parliament building, one of the most iconic structures in Hungary, and walked across the famous Chain Bridge. In the evening, we visited Heroes' Square and St. Stephen's Basilica. We couldn't resist trying the famous ice cream at Gelato Rosa, where they make your cone look like a rose. Budapest is also known for its nightlife, so we ended the day at one of the city's famous ruin pubs. If you love a good, unique bar experience, this is a must. Day 5. Budapest to Vienna, Austria. On day 5, we took an early morning train to Vienna. It cost us 30 euros, and the journey was just 3 hours. Vienna is known to be an expensive city, so we booked an apartment in the city center for 110 euros, including breakfast. We spent the evening exploring Vienna's historic center. St. Stephen's Cathedral is a must-see, and Hofburg Palace gives you a sense of Austria's imperial history. Day 6. Salzburg, Austria. The next morning we took a scenic train to Salzburg. The journey was beautiful, passing through the Austrian Alps, and it cost around 65 euros. Salzburg is small but packed with history. We visited Mozart's birthplace, Mirabell Palace, and Salzburg Cathedral. The entire city feels like a storybook come to life. Day 7, Hallstatt day trip. Day 7 was dedicated to one of the most picturesque places I've ever visited, Hallstatt. The bus from Salzburg cost €30 for a round trip, and the 2-hour journey was an adventure in itself. Hallstatt is even more stunning in person. We spent the day exploring the skywalk, Hallstatt's old town, and just taking in the beauty of the village. After a perfect day in Hallstatt, we returned to Salzburg in the evening. Day 8, return to Vienna. We returned to Vienna the next morning and spent the day exploring more of this elegant city, including Schönbrunn Palace, Albertina Museum, and the fascinating Hundertwasser House. Day 9, Prague, Czech Republic. On day 9, we took a train to Prague, which cost €25. After changing my euros to the local currency, we checked into our hotel and set out to explore the old town. Prague's medieval charm is unlike anything I've ever seen. We ended the evening with a Vltava river cruise, which included a buffet dinner for €60. The food and views were absolutely worth it. Day 10, Prague highlights. On my last day, we visited Prague Castle, St. Vitus Cathedral, and Charles Bridge. Prague is a fairy tale city with its Gothic architecture and rich history. I also stopped by the Lennon Wall, a colorful tribute to John Lennon and a symbol of peace. There's so much history in every corner of Prague, and it's the perfect city to end our Euro trip. Day 11, return home. As I boarded the flight back home, I couldn't stop thinking about how diverse this trip was. From the art and elegance of Paris to the vibrant energy of Budapest, the majestic landscapes of Austria, and the medieval charm of Prague. This trip wasn't just unforgettable for the places I visited, but for the cultural diversity, the people I met, and the memories made. Before I wrap up, here are a few tips. First, book flights and tickets early. I saved a lot of money by booking my Eiffel Tower tour and flights in advance. Second, use public transport. It's efficient and saves you a ton of money, especially in cities like Vienna and Prague. Lastly, set a realistic budget. Accommodation can vary a lot between cities. In Vienna, I splurged a bit, but in Budapest and Prague, I found affordable places without compromising on comfort. That's it for my unforgettable 10-day Euro trip. If you're planning your own adventure, I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel content. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. If you're enjoying this journey with us, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community at Traverse XP. We're bringing you exciting travel experiences and insider tips from around the world.